Welcome and namaste. Well, speaking of namaste, there are over 30 languages actively spoken in India. Let me just try to say namaste in a few Indian languages. Well, there's namaste, namaskaram, namaskara, vanakkam. Well, in the studio, people here right now, we speak Tamil, Telugu, Hindi. Who else? Call out any other Indian languages, any languages that you speak. Gujarati. Well, thank you. And Renee speaks Patois. But we'll get to that. And you're watching India Talks, and I'm your host, Sam Shivraj, and this is our 5th live episode. Woohoo! We made it to 5. So you can call 718-460-9802 because it's live and you want to talk to me, of course. So I want you to call your friends who live in Queens right now to tell them to watch the show. Tune in to channel 34, Verizon Fios, or Time Warner Cable. And you can watch our previous episodes at www.indiatalkstv.com. And right now, I'd like to thank my very nice and generous crew and my production team. My crew, Jonathan Griffith, Carl, Mom, Dad, Carmen, Nelson, Aurelia, Claude, and special thanks to John Crow and Renee. And my production crew, Sandeep and Sangeeta, and my mom and dad are also included in that. And I'd like to thank PrepMate, Touch of India, and Ragjitra Foundation for supporting us and helping us. And PrepMate, they specialize in specialized high school examination tutoring and test prep. So, you know, the SHSAT is a fairly competitive exam, and PrepMate is the only SHSAT specialist that produces a book with 10 practice tests, and that's really important. So tell your friends who are 7th graders, or tell your friends who have children who are 7th graders to check into that. So what's in today's show? Let's go through this. I have a few guests with me. I have a singer, I have a dancer, I have a community organization, 2 of them actually. So stay in for all of those. And right now, I should introduce my guests, Renee Hedman and Sabrina Haniff. I got it right. Okay. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sam.
So Sabrina and Renee go to my school. We've been going to the same high school for 4 years, and we are the best of buddies. And we're graduating on June 23rd. So I'd like to also take the time to congratulate my fellow 2010 graduates. We made it through high school and college, I guess. Yeah. So, very proud of that. But on a slightly serious note, you guys have heard about the Queens Public Library not having enough funding, right?
Yeah.
And one of the girls in my school, Janine, she is actually handing out an orange petition that everyone in our school, well, I don't know if everyone in our school signed it, but a good number of us signed it. And then she gave it into her local library. And that's one of the things you can do to save your local library, because if we don't make an effort, right now they're predicting something like 400 workers getting laid off and 14 branches that might be closed. And so we don't want that to happen, right? So you can go online to sign the petition online, or you can actually go to your local library to sign that. And so do try. And also public access TV, ooh, I messed that up. Public access TV, which is what we're in right now. You're watching a public access channel, and those are also, you know, getting crunched in the budget cuts that we're having. So save us, because you don't want to miss India Talks, right? Because you love us that much. So yeah, so tell us about that and try and save it. Oh, what's this? Hi, Sangeeta.
Hi.
Oh, what is this?
Is this a mail?
Oh, I've got mail. Ooh, right. I'm going to read this letter. It says, Sam Shivraj, India Talks. Impressive. Dear Sam, I've been watching your shows for a couple of years now. A couple of years? My goodness, I haven't even been on air for a couple of years. You're doing a good job, but I have a question. How old are you? I'm asking this question because I got an email from someone claiming to be the youngest South Asian to host a live TV show. I didn't send that email. Well, that means you're not the youngest South Asian to host a live TV show. So how old are you? 40 or 50? I'm still your fan, very cordially, John Abraham? John Abraham watches my show? Oh my goodness! But, oh, I have a call. Hello? Hello? Dear caller.
Hello,
Hi.
this is Anamika.
Hi. Hi, Anamika. Okay. This is, I should, quickly introduce Anamika to our viewers. She is our 2010 Scripps Annual National Spelling Bee champ. So congratulations to Anamika. So can you guys believe it? We actually have a celebrity talking to us on the telephone. So she won the spelling bee with, the word she spelled was Stromore. Ever heard of it? No, right? I'm telling you, Anamika, I never heard of Stromore until you spelt it. And I was so proud. I was like, woohoo! An Indian girl won. So tell us, I'm sorry, can we please scroll down in my prompt? Thank you. Yes, please. Go ahead, some more. I don't mind. You can keep going. You're still on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Can you please keep scrolling down? Thank you. Okay, really? Thank you. Tell us, how did you feel when you won?
I was really excited because it's been a thing I've been working towards for a really long time, and it was a really happy moment.
Okay, and I'm sure everyone has asked you how you felt. How did your friends react when you won?
Oh, they sent me emails and texts, like all in caps, and with 20 million exclamation points, and then they were really excited. They were more excited than I seemed to be excited. So.
I know that you live in Ohio, so did they come over to the airport and give you like a big fanfare welcome?
Yeah, and the mayor of my city came.
Oh my goodness.
June 2010 is Anamika Your Money Month, so.
Really? You got your own month? Whoa, well, that's the height of being special. Wow, that's amazing. So you're like the local celebrity now?
Kind of, yeah.
So has anyone come up to you in a restaurant and been like, "Hi, Anamika," and asked for your autograph and stuff?
They asked for pictures, but yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Has the Indian government congratulated you or anything?
No, not yet though, so.
I'm sure they'll get to it. I hope they'll get to it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What was the most unexpected gift that you got? Did you get any unexpected gift?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuffed animals and blankets.
Blankets?
They were really cute, so that was nice.
Oh, that's really sweet. Did you strike a deal with your parents, telling them to get you anything if you win?
Yeah, cell phone and an iPad. And
You have an
I have the cell phone. Don't have the iPad yet.
Oh, but what kind of cell phone do you have? Oh,
Nokia Twist.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Nokia Twist.
Whoa, good stuff. Do you like your phone?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, so what do you like to do other than spell and read? Because I'm sure you do like to do those things.
Yeah, I love to golf, and I do Indian classical dance.
Oh, wow,
I
really?
write, and I cook, and I'm really, really sorry, but I'm going to be in a plane in 2 seconds, and I really have to go.
No problem. Thank you so much for calling us, though.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Congratulations again. Bye. So on the 5th live episode, India Talks has its very first celebrity. And by the way, just saying, she speaks Tamil, so that's the language I speak. So I'm like, yes, another Tamil person. So next up, after this whole spelling bee buzz, what do we have? Let's see. We have a more serious topic. You guys heard of Chernobyl, that big disaster that happened at Chernobyl in Russia, I think it is? You've heard of it? Yeah. Well, we have kind of a Chernobyl that happened in India. It happened in a place called Bhopal, and it was the Bhopal Gas Disaster. It wasn't Chernobyl in the fact that it was nuclear radiation. It wasn't like that. But there was a gas leak that happened in 1984, and it's known as the world's worst industrial disaster. I'm pretty sure you're thinking, that's 1984. Why are we bringing it up? But it killed over 15,000 people in all these years put together, and the water is still contaminated, so people are still affected by this. And it's really late. It's really delayed. You would think that court proceedings would have been going on, right? Because it was something that happened in 1984. Do the math. How many years is that? Some 26 years, is that right? So guess what? The court sentence was given just like last week to the 7 former senior employees of the Union Carbide company that actually was responsible for this whole gas leak. And you know what the sentence was? 2 years in prison. 2.
Oh my God.
I feel like that's so shameful because they took this long to deliver justice, and it's not even justice because it's 2 years for 15,000 people who have died and will continue to be born with birth deformities and all kinds of things. So, a bit of a serious note, but I do feel that I should mention it, and I do feel that it's a bit of a shame on the Indian government. But if you want to weigh in, remember to call us. And now, to move on to lighter things, my friends and I are, like I mentioned, about to graduate high school. So we went to prom last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Was it last
Yes,
Wednesday? Okay. Yeah, June 9th was our prom date. We had a lot of fun. We took a lot of pictures.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure you want to see some of them. So can we have some of our prom pictures up?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's Sabrina looking gorgeous. Oh, that picture went away like that. But anyways, that's Sabrina, and that's the 3 of us at the stairs at Leonard's.
Oh,
Isn't that fun?
pretty.
It was amazing.
It was difficult navigating with my high heels. I was like, oh gosh, where am I going?
Right.
And that was me by the chandelier, I guess.
Oh, I took that picture.
Yes, Renee took that. Photo credit to Renee.
Of course.
And what other pictures do we have?
Oh, God.
Renee.
Oh my God.
I have a picture.
That was Renee's
Oh my
profile
God.
picture for
Oh
just a couple of seconds. But yeah, that was Renee was like, oh, look, I found a painting. I'm gonna pose, and she was like,
It looks
What
so
is it?
aristocratic and sophisticated. I thought it was appropriate.
and then that's the 3 of us at the couch. Yeah,
cute.
we had a lot of fun that
Oh, that was
night.
beautiful.
And what else did we have after prom? We had our senior breakfast,
Right.
and how was it? The food was not amazing,
No.
but
It was
the whole
cold.
event itself. Oh, look, it's Renee dancing.
Oh,
no! we got those little glow things that they.
Awesome. Oh,
yeah,
why would you
so
guys do that to me?
I felt necessary to broadcast Renee's dancing, just having fun. But yeah, so Sab, what was your favorite prom moment?
The entire prom was amazing. The food, the music, everything. But I'd have to say my favorite moment was at the end when the DJ started playing very, very sad songs.
That was
And he told-
really
Friends
sad.
forever.
And do you remember he told us to start hugging each other?
Yeah.
And it just brought a flood of memories. There was so much love in that
over.
moment.
Right?
That
I
was
feel
my
like
favorite.
our class, our senior class, just like for 1 minute, well, not 1 minute, but like the entire 5 hours of prom, we were just like all
Together.
together.
United.
It was really, really nice. I loved when they gave out all the sunglasses and stuff, and everyone was running towards them. We were all wearing them and like taking pictures and stuff. But yeah, the next morning when I woke up after prom, I had my dress on the chair because it was all dirty because I took off my shoes, and like the bottoms are like rimmed with all kinds of like stuff that I was sweeping up from Leonard's.
Yeah.
But anyways, I had it on my chair, and so I woke up the next morning and I was like, did I actually go to prom? But getting out of bed and feeling the tightness in the muscles of my legs assured me that indeed I did go to prom and dance for 5 hours. Okay, so let's talk about yearbook.
Oh,
since
yes.
our Renee Hedman is the editor-in-chief of the yearbook.
Yes. Oh man. Our yearbook Pulse, we did an extraordinary, the whole 2010 X thing we had going. So that was the big common X factor. But this yearbook took a lot of work, and I have to thank my staff though, because even though we directed it, me and my production manager Janine again, the staff, it was about 8 of us and 96 pages. It was crazy, a lot of hard work, and I'm proud of the outcome. So
I love it. We all love the yearbook. When we were at senior breakfast, the first thing, forget the food, everyone was opening the yearbook like, oh my God, this is our yearbook. And Renee, you did a great job. So as editor-in-chief,
thank you.
not easy to pull off, but congrats. And so I'm sure by this time, you're definitely wondering what happened to the mystery box. Remember, you guys have watched my show before.
Yes.
You have the whole mystery box item down pat. Look next to me. There is no mystery box. Whoa. Ha. I should have like ominous music playing in the background.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right? Jaws music. But this time, instead of a mystery box, I have a mystery surprise. I mean, surprise is kind of a redundancy there, but I'm going to call it a mystery surprise. So it's not in a box. So that should tell you it's kind of too big to fit in a box. So Sabrina and Renee, I want you guys to guess what is the mystery surprise.
Do we get any clues?
No, you get
Darn it.
yes or no questions. That's the only hint that I'm allowed to give. You get to ask a question and I can only say yes or no. If I can't answer it with a yes or no, guess what? I ain't answering it.
Is it a living thing?
Is it a living thing? Well, what's your definition of living thing?
The biological definition.
The biological definition of living thing. Maybe.
That's not yes
That's
or no.
not a yes or no. You're not playing by your own rules,
Well,
Sammy.
I make the rules. I don't have to follow them. So,
That's great.
yeah, of course, you're going to have to wait until the end of the show to figure out what my mystery surprise is. Oh, Sabrina, I didn't let you guess.
Is it an electronic device?
Is it an electronic device? I can say no. Ha ha.
We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, wait till the end of the show. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So next up, my favorite segment, the top 10. Woo! So you guys want to know what the top 10 is this time? Top 10 is top 10 wonders of India. So, of course, you know that the Taj Mahal is a wonder, but so are these things that I'm about to tell you in the top 10. You ready? Alrighty. Number 10, the auto rickshaw. Of course, everyone who's Indian knows what it is. I hear we have a picture of the auto rickshaw. Can we have the picture? Okay. Well, it's the primary mode of transportation in India. It's little, it's rickety, and it runs really quickly though, but that is our primary mode of transportation in India. Number 9, the 9th wonder of India, is Indian cinema theaters. Yes, indeed. You know how we idolize our movies? That's exactly what the Indian cinema theaters are. They're like a temple to movies. Yes, I made a pun. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's a pun. I'll call it a pun. But anyways, it's the exact opposite of movie theaters in America. Because you know how in America, the first show of like Harry Potter or Twilight or something will have a lot of people. India, no, it's a lot worse. There are generally like 20,000 people waiting to see the first show of like any movie that comes out. They're everywhere. And you know what else? You think Taylor Lautner's cutouts have a lot of drooling fans? Lies. You know what they do in India? All the cutouts, they do puja for it. They pray to it. They, put garlands of flowers on it. Idol treatment, I tell you. And movie star cutouts actually get all kinds of special treatment. It's definitely like a major up from Taylor Lautner. So Taylor Lautner, sorry, you lost. But anyways, number 8, kindergarten admissions. You know how college people have college interviews, right? Mm-hmm. Well, kindergarten admissions are a lot different. It's for little kids. So these people, like usually the principal of the school, would interview a kindergarten student. And so the kindergartner would have to give the right answers to all the questions. So there was this story that I was reading in a comic book. But anyways, it was a story about this little girl who was in kindergarten and she was getting interviewed. And so the principal asked her, "What's your mother tongue?" And so this little girl, she was like, "Oh, that's easy, pink." And she thought she was talking about the mother's tongue. So she was like, "Pink." And then the interviewer was like, "No, no, no, your mother tongue." And she was like, "What? What'd you put?" And so, yeah, she was obviously asking about a language, but I thought it was adorable. Number 7, the 7th wonder of India is electricity. So what exactly is a wonder, right? It's something that you see very rarely, or you don't know when you're going to see it at all, right? That's exactly how electricity is in India. I'd be talking to my grandmother, be like, "Oh, hey, Grandma, what's up?" Next thing I know, "Grandma, hello? You there?" "Oh," and then she'll call me back like 2 days later. "Oh, we lost power." That's the wonder. Number 6, Indian ministers. Indian ministers. To become an Indian minister, one has to commit at least 2 murders, 5 other crimes, steal some things, and run an underground mafia. Yes. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, yeah. That is Indian ministers for you. I'm telling you. If I ever go back to India, I don't think I'll be let in. Oh, goodness. The 5th wonder of India, curry powder. Of course, it's been the guess of many of our mystery box segments, but that is our 5th wonder. Curry powder needs no introduction at all, but I'm going to give an introduction anyways. It comes in like 50 different flavors, and when pizza just isn't flavorful enough, what do we put on top of it? Curry powder. Yeah. The 4th wonder of India is the traffic. You think the Van Wyck Expressway is bad? Haha, you're in for a surprise, buddy. You have to go to India and drive. Oh goodness, it is bad. And you know why it's that bad? Because Indian roads aren't just for cars or bikes. They're also for cows, hens, goats, dogs, cats. You don't need to take your kid to a petting zoo. Just walk them over to the street. Hey, little Johnny, that's a cow, that's a buffalo, that's a hen. That's how it works. Yeah. Number 3, the 3rd wonder of India is Nithyananda. Anyone know who I'm talking about? I'm sure we have a picture of him. He's officially my favorite person. I'm telling you. See that guy? If he isn't a crook, I don't know who else is. So I've spoken about him before. In case you missed me speaking about him, go and watch our videos. You'll know. He just got out on bail. And you know what he did as soon as he got out on bail? He went back to his ashram and he created this whole big puja where he sits in the middle of like a ring of fire and prays. And you know how many people believe in him? Yeah, more than 3,000 people showed up at the ashram, even though this guy was in prison for all kinds of stuff, to watch him do that puja. All right, Nithyananda. Goodness, the man knows how to make money. Number 2, the Mumbai Tiffin Wallah. You know what Tiffin is, right? It's a snack, right? So it's lunch, breakfast, anything. So this Mumbai Tiffin Wallah, it's like a whole circuit of people. What they do is you order what you want to have for lunch or whatever it is, and the people would take your order, and this guy, he would make your food exactly the way you want it and put it in a box and send it. The guy who makes the food is not the guy who delivers it because it goes through like 3 other hands before it finally gets to the person who eats the food. But once it gets to that person, it arrives at the right time, right address, right food, no mix-ups. They've never had an error, and they've been running it for like years now. So I say that is a wonder. Congrats to them. Right, props to them for doing such a good job with food. All right, and drum roll please. Our #1 wonder of India. Ready? Oh, I feel like Ryan Seacrest not telling you what it is. Amitabh Bachchan, Big B. Yo, that man is evergreen. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Amitabh Bachchan?
The actor.
That old guy. He is.
Old guy.
I looked him up on Wikipedia today because I was like, I don't know how old he is. He's 67 years old. And get this, like recently he acted in a movie called Pa, where he acted as a boy. A boy, I mean like under 13 kind of little boy. Yes, 67-year-old man acting as a little boy. And thus Amitabh Bachchan is a wonder. Props to him. Oh, we have a phone call. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, caller.
Yeah, I just now came across your bit about the 10 wonders of India.
Uh-huh.
And frankly, I must say I am offended by it, firstly.
Oh.
You say there is no electricity in India, and you say Indian roads are filled with traffic. I would like to ask you, have you ever traveled to India before? Or have you ever seen India before? It's just my simple question. I don't see any difference between the traffic in New York City and traffic in India. It's probably worse out here.
Oh, okay.
I'm frankly offended. This is outrageous. This is an insult to India. And honestly speaking,
I'm sorry you feel that way, but just to tell my viewers, I was born in India. I lived there for 8 years, and I read a lot about India. And sorry you feel offended, but in case you think the traffic in here and India is the same, go to India, look at the goats and the cows and the sheep, and tell me we have that here. But thank you for calling. Thank you for sharing your views. And now, next up, we have dance.